working all my life, you know. Only God knows, only God knows, only God knows.
This is my lane. This is my lane. You see my lane. You see my lane.
So my theory holds true, right? No, whenever I look in the research on the nation's all crazy, that always happens.
Hey loves, in today's video I will be doing a silk press. After months of being MIA, I missed you guys, and I will be making a return back to YouTube. Fingers crossed I can stay consistent, because that might be my only issue. But in this video, I would just be doing a silk press and telling you guys where I am in my hair growth journey. I am dealing with this extremely spongy hair, which I feel like it has come to its length retention, and it just won't get any further. I mean, it's so thin and spongy, but I do still love my hair. Like, I am even thinking about just wearing my hair in its natural state for as long as possible, just to get it to grow. So you know, with any silk press, we're going to start with multiple heat protectors. This is my second heat protector. You saw in the first clip I was spraying my hair with the Kenra heat protectant. Here I'm using the Chi heat protectant, and I'm going to rub this into my hair, into my ends, and all sections. On every section, I'm going to comb my hair out, make sure there's no tangles, so when pressing my hair, this does not have any catches and grips where it can burn. So yes, again, in every section I'm going to use 2 different size combs to go through my hair to make sure there is no tangles, because my hair was plaited from overnight. I know I look a little ashy here, but I just woke up and I was like, okay, I had to be to work, and I was like, okay, we got to get this done. Let's focus. So we're in focus mode. And yeah, we're going to get a beautiful silk press. So if you're interested in that, just stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And again, I am going to be wearing my hair moving forward in its natural state. But it does not mean no sewings are not coming. In fact, the sewing is on its way. And I am braiding almost every bit of my hair down. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned for that. And also just daily content of skincare, home care, and what I'm up to. So go ahead and subscribe for that as well. And let's get into this video. So the last time I did silk press my hair, I did trim my ends. In this video, I will not be trimming my ends, but I am showing you how my hair did get a little heavier. I think with each trim, your hair gets thicker, and so I am considering that as well, but I won't be trimming my hair in this video. But my hair did get heavier, which I'm so excited about, or so happy about. I could use another trim just to get that heaviness going on my hair. And when I was telling you about a braid out or just wearing my hair in my natural state, which side do you guys think or prefer? The straight side that's thin as the wind, or the wavy, natural, blowed out, braid out side, which I believe is just giving Diana Ross, which I don't know. It's giving that needs to be my ongoing getting old lady look. What do you guys think? But again, I'm just going in, sectioning off my hair, and I'm going to throw on some music. And right before I time out, because I will come back in this video and speak to you guys, I was just going through my hair looking for grays, because I'm at that age where I should have grays, but my hair doesn't get much light. And I am on a supplement, and have been on a supplement for over 20 years. And so I believe that's why my hair doesn't gray as much. But I did color my hair. But again, I don't use permanent color in my hair. I use rinse in my hair. And I don't even color my hair inward of the back of my head. So it's good to know that my hair is, you know, doing what it needs to do. And we haven't fully grayed, but when it does come, isn't that so beautiful? I think my hair this way is tea. We might be going for this look in the upcoming future. I think 50s, this will be my 50s look. Okay, well, I'm back with the heat protectant and just showing you guys every inch of your hair. If you want to save your hair, I think this is the only thing that has saved my hair, is using a heat protectant. I use it everywhere on each little end. And if I find myself forgetting to put it, I will go back in. Again, combing through every section before I put the pressing comb in it, so there's no snags. But heat protectant, and at this point, humidity protection, because when I tell you it's hot and rainy, and I haven't had not one pull day, but we're looking forward to that to come as well. Stay tuned. And also let me know what you guys are interested in seeing, and I'll try my best to bring that to you as well. But with back to school soonly approaching, summer on its pinnacle of ending, and fall season is approaching, which I am a fall child. It's my season and I'm ready to get back to it. It's like it's my new year. When fall comes, it's time for me to get it cracking. I know how they say, oh, you only get your hair done for your birthday. Babes, I've been trying to thicken my hair up. That's about it. And yeah, you're going to live in a little bit of an ugly state doing so. So meaning, yeah, the sew-ins are cute, but again, there's tension. And I'm not going to sit here and shy away from it. The only way you can get away with that is by leaving your hair alone. And I think I put it in this video later on when I do start talking to you guys that I've been wearing a headband wig, putting my hair in 2 plaits in its natural state after a wash day and leaving it alone. So I've been living in Ugly Town, and when it comes to my hair and where I want my hair to be, it's worth the sacrifice. So that's where I've been, and that's where I'm going for the rest of the summer until my fall day comes, and it's back to that again. And washing my hair has been so much of a reward. I have been washing my hair every 2 weeks and then recently every week. And it has been such a reward. I have seen so much growth and also just thickness, because that's what I was really doing it for. Like, my hair growing and being long is one thing, but long and thin and stringy is not the goal. It's the thickness that I'm trying to recover. And I realized to get back to my hair being thick, I need to put it all down. And I love a sew-in. I think that might be the only hairstyle I'm willing to do, because I'm never going to do glue, and I'm not going to glue a wig down, but I would wear a wig. Sew-ins are tea, but taking a needle, running it through your hair, in and out, and pulling the string causes tension. And so that is messing with the strand of the hair. And I believe when the strand of the hair is being manipulated, it just, especially on my type of hair, because I have this spongy hair, it doesn't work. And so I've decided this year, I'm pushing a certain age. And at a certain age, babes, we're just going to hang it up and be beautiful naturally. To each his own. I'm beautiful with the hair, with the weave, without the weave. Thank God for my parents. So I don't really have to wear it. But do I feel better when I do? Yes, I feel super confident. I love it to death. But at the same time, I just want my hair to get to a state, which I think here it's trying its best, but it will take way much more work and way much more patience. And that comes with the leaving it alone.
One thing for sure and 2 things for certain is you never gonna see a Libra in the same motherfucking place you left them in, because guess what? You can't leave a Libra. You thought you can never go big on a Libra, right? I get excited. I shine different when I talk about Libras, because on everything I love, God just sends something through my energy, through my nervous system, through this funnel, through this. I'm such a psychological psychic being for my Libras. Let me tell you something. Look, y'all thought y'all had Libras. See, this is the thing, right? Libras will show defeat. Oh, y'all not listening to me. Y'all not listening to me, right? Look, Libras will lose a battle, right? They will defeat. They will lose defeat. They'll lose a battle just to win the motherfucking war. Oh.
Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, I left my hair alone for about 2 months. All I did was wash it every 2 weeks. This week, I washed it like every week for like 2 weeks. And so that's what's making my hair healthier, because I was wearing it in its natural state. I was wearing a U-part wig, but I was wearing it like a half wig with a headband. And that did contribute to like some of my hair getting pulled out, because it's a comb in the middle and it's comb on the sides, but I realized I can't use those combs because those are really tight. So I'm not doing that no more, because the comb was like pulling out my hair right here a little bit. Still thick hair, but right in here it's a little like short, and my My hair was like down here, so it was pulling out my hair a bit. But that's what I was doing. I was wearing a U-part wig, like a half wig. Wasn't leaving no leave out. I was just pushing, and my hair was under a stocking cap, and I would push it back. I'll probably put a video in here so you can see how I was doing it. I would push it back and put the headband on. So all you would see is my edges, which was thick, no pressing, the headband, and then the wig. So I was wearing it like a headband wig with no leave out. And my hair under it was naturally, like after washing, deep conditioning, and detangling with the leave-in conditioner, I would just plait my hair down in 2 plaits, one on each side, and put on a stocking cap. While my hair is thickening up, and the same way I leave my hair is how I color my hair. So when I do a rinse in my hair is in 2 plaits, so I'm not going from row to row to row. That's why I say I don't have grays like that. My hair is in 2 plaits, and I only color here and around here, and sometimes this time I did around there, and I put it on the plait this time. I'm going to get my nails done, so by that time I should have accomplished getting my pretty back. And yeah, I'll be back to Gwen. But again, my eyebrows even grew back, like, because I hadn't plucked them in like a month. And so it was a month of not plucking my eyebrows, a month of no facials, and then 2 months of just leaving my hair alone. And I mean leaving it alone, not putting any tension on it. So no sewing, no nothing, just throwing on, well, the tension was from the comb. That was the only tension. But just throwing it, a wig on it every day and going. And so now I'm going to make a wig that's a full all over wig, and I can use it as a headband because it will have like a part, it will have a closure, and then I can do that as a headband wig too, because you know I'm not like into the wiggy look. So another thing about the headbands too, try to get the rayon and satin rayon material. The cotton headbands is not good for your hair. My favorite one is one of the cotton ones, but I realized it's like a cotton nylon. It's too thick. So the nylon ones and the rayon ones are the best ones if you're going to wear a headband. But you just want something very soft and light and smooth and silky when it comes to your hairline, because they will. As you can see, I have tons of edges. But the thing is, because of my skincare treatment, my edges kind of get bleached because of my skincare. And so that's the reason for me coloring my edges, because they like turn into the color of my skin and it looks like I have none. But once I color them, you can see how prominent they are. I thought I had the brush up here, but I don't. But you can see how prominent they are once I color my hair. So yeah, love you. Don't forget to subscribe, share, hype, whatever the new thing is. And I'll see you in the next one.